Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Check. Walk 54. Walk 54. I want that. Ram. Give me that ball, Ram. Give me that ball. Great.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I got it. Out. Kill. Hey, orbit. Here. Motion. Hey, check motion. Lion. Get hands on motion, man. Lefty. Check.
Throwing his Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jackson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Sunday. Blitz 5-7. Get wide. Slam. Man 5-7. Check. Crouch. Shift. Hey, foxtrot. What's your son?
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
He don't know no better. Mike 55. Ram. Check. Lynch 5-3.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz uncorks one for Davis. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
White 80. Mike 54. Hey, Connect first. Double bump. Hey, Steve 6. Black is on.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Come on, QB, come on. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick six. Trying to lay one. It got his man, complete. Taking it right down Broadway. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tyreek Hill, 79 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10.
Run.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Hey, Roy. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Watch here. Bunch. Go.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, empty. Slam. You go fast. You got
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Hey, Charlie. 54. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. Down the man inside, down the man.
On 1st down, Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day. Check. Hey, Lou. Check 4. Solid.
A 1st carry now for Wendell Smallwood. And able to work his way down to the 16. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 16.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Bud Dupree coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Wentz. Ertz has it left side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jackson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Let's find 2. Let's find 2. No. Check.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. This is caught by Jackson. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Check 3. Check 5-7. Check 15. Hey, over here.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the 1st half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Wentz again. Left side here to Sanders. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Go. Let's get off the field, D. Hey, empty. Rip.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Go. 54 Mike. I'm coming. Ram. Lucky. Whip. Great. Watch the whip.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
I'm going back to you. Check.
Throwing now is Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Defense wins championships, baby. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Pittsburgh.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ready? Like 80. 44. 56 for Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
From the 24, Roethlisberger. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
50. Check. 56.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tyreek Hill, 85 yards. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, red 5-2, out here. Red 5-7. Check 49. Rush in. Check. Hey, echo. Check 24. Sunday.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
This 5-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Sunday. 25. Check 25. Check man 5-7. Check. Ramp. Come on now. Look up.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Check 13. Go. Kill.
So we've reached halftime. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Eagles 10.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Black 80. Alert. Here we go, all day. Defense, all day.
On second down, Samuels. 12 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Jack 16.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Smith catches left side. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
56, Mike, 56. Get him.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Going up top. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off inside the 10. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Right side caught by Jackson. A gain of 6 there on first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Jackson's got it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Wentz now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Now Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Here we go, here we go. 230.
56. Touchdown, defense. Hey, watch in.
Jack 16. Alert. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They run, Smallwood. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Wendell Smallwood, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, They need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Show that bench release and go. Hey, Alpha.
Here's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Here's Jordan Berry now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 23. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
This pass finds its way to Williams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Solid. Least 5-2, least 5-2. 2 jet.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
No.
10. Hatchet.
One flag.
Out. Check.
Lefty. Here, shift. 5-9. Hey, Foxtrot.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Nazir Jones cruises in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. Well, they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hey, alert 3. 36.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that's incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth.
These two. Eight. Black,
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Wide open receiver complete. The 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Big Ben with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
Hey, empty. 81. Hey, exit.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
74. Rip. Ram.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Got a man over the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
That's good for Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Go. Waiting. 54. 46 down, man. 5-4. Hey, Haywood. 54.
Wentz now on 1st down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, Charlie. Motion.
Right there. 54.
5-7.
54 Mike.
To try again after the sack. Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sean Davis with a pick. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Josh Malone, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
That's our ball.
Done. 480.
Right 54. Get that quarterback at all costs. Watch the edge.
Great.
Big edge.
Done.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Now it's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Middle. Hey, wahoo!
56 is the mic. I'm coming.
Hey, alert!
56. Check 56. He can't handle it.
And the blitz does come. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Black 20.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Easy, easy. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
50 seconds to Mike. Oh, you get on the head.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Rasul Douglas there to get him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey! Slant! 44!
56. Mike.
Move!
Right there, 56. Let's put him on the bus.
Slack it down!
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 7 yards there and a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
You got tight right there.
Easy, easy.
Here's Roethlisberger. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Double bump. Hey, Delta.
56. Check 56.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Help out. Here we go. Black.
He's back to throw.
56.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Check pass.
24.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch the
Go, go.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
50.
56, Mike, 56.
Bravo.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. 56 to Mike. 56.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Check 56. Let's go, deep, tighten up.
They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Too little,
Jack 16. Let's go.
Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. I'm coming out for you. I'm coming out for you.
Hey, 5-7. 56.
Back to throw. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Irv Smith Jr. with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And his kick is good. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Show it up, show it up.
Man 5-7.
Take 4.
Another run with Sanders. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up.
Hey, Alpha.
Tighten up.
Run.
Jumper. Switch.
Lane 5-3. Lane 5-3. Here, shift.
Undercut.
Hey, red 5-2. Out here. I'm bringing it to you.
First throw of overtime for Wentz. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light is still on for him.
Come on, D. Run on. Bang, 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 bang.
First down, a run with Smallwood. And some space here. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Back man. Block 54. Here we go, D.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Go. Don't get nervous. Sunday. Hey, Bus. Hey, Bus. Check. Fresno.
They run with Pumphrey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well. Because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check 50.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Watch the pass. Down the man inside. That's a what? Alert 3.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Philadelphia, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.